So listen, man. Um, they going after the kids, man. And this is pull upable right here. It say Miami-Dade police expected to invoke Mercy's law and refuse to name the officer who shot the teen. So they just saying we ain't finna tell you who shot the teen because we already know what y'all gonna do. So what y'all gonna do? We'll be
So
right back.
what y'all gonna do?
We'll be right back on the Keep P podcast.
Music TV. Music TV.
Just gotta love that song, don't you? This is I'm Jay Lava. This is the Keep It P podcast where we take news, situations, everyday occurrences, and indeed we show how one could have and could not have been keeping it P. And listen, my friend, I am not trying to tell you what to think. Oh no. Mm-mm. I'm trying to show you how to think. That's the reason why we take these articles and we go through them and we sift through them so that you don't have to. So that you just get the knowledge. See, all you got to do is tune in. So if you tuned in, go hit that like button because that helped with the algorithms. Go ahead and hit that subscribe now. If you ain't seen this program before, hit the subscribe now. And guess what? There's a bell right by the subscribe button for the notifications. If you hit that, you could be alerted each and every time that we decide to go live. Welcome everybody. Welcome everybody to another exciting episode of the Keep It P podcast.
Welcome
Tia.
everybody to the Wild Wild West.
So this one, hold on. You know, I got a few more shares to do. Matter of fact, you should be doing the same thing. You should be sharing it. I said like and all of that and subscribe, but the way to get the message out is share it. The way I choose to do it is I have like some Facebook groups, and it's a lot of people in the Facebook groups. So at that point, I just, what I'm saying, do a bam bam bamity bam and get it all out to everybody. All I got two more swipes and we can get to it. Did you want to tell them something real quick, Tease, while I'm doing this?
Hashtag cut the check.
Okay.
Hashtag FTRD.
Mm.
Von Savage Media in the place to be.
Well, there he goes.
Sucker MC.
Well, there he goes. You came out of retirement, bud?
You know, they may have thought that was corny. But what's even more corny is if you let the culture die, y'all.
That indeed would be corny, my friend. All right.
And there is one more thing that may be just a little bit more cornier than that.
What's that?
That's letting your baby be forced to go into the trash after they threw they discarded lunch in the trash.
Mm.
And then the white teacher made your baby dig they hand in there, dig they baby hand in there, innocent hand in there in the trash,
And
and then
sat by him.
bully into
Sat
eating the
by him
food.
and bullied him and made him eat it.
Now
Damn.
that's corny.
That is pretty corny, my friend. I ain't gonna lie. What up, BB gangs? You know you always
Gang,
welcome for these
gang.
broadcasts with this knowledge. Let's get into it. For more than a week, the Miami-Dade County Police Department has refused to release the name of the police officer who fired a single shot that left a teenager reportedly armed with a pistol, demonization, paralyzed
Right
after
away. And then hold
like,
on. You're not even sure, but you're gonna say it anyways.
yeah, reportedly
You ain't
armed with
even
a pistol.
hold on. That's the demonization allegedly.
Yeah. The department also refused to say why the stance troubled the experts, the First Amendment, and Florida government in the Sunshine Laws and defies legal requirements that agencies cite specific statutes for refusing to release the information. They're not complying with the basic elements of the public record law, said Florida First Amendment Foundation staff attorney Virginia Hamrick. They have a duty to provide a record on it, and it's exempt. They have to give a status. If they think that it's exempt, they have to give a reason. Police departments across the state, most recently in Boynton Beach, have increasingly invoked the Marcy Law, which is "I'm white and I say so," basically. The Marcy Law, the controversial state statute intended to shield the identity of crime victims in refusing to identify police officers involved in shootings or other incidents. They said that it's just an expansion to the protections of the Florida Supreme Court is expected to rule on this later this year. Why got to take all that time?
Huh? I thought it said to protect the crime victim.
Not the police officers.
How do you
I
go
don't
from
get that.
crime victim? So you're
To
a
the police
victim
officer.
of crime to it protecting the police? I don't. So are you saying they're the victim of a crime?
Yeah, the victim of the crime is the person who got shot by the tyrannical race soldiers. That's the victim of the crime. That's
Wow.
who needs protection.
I, wow.
Miami-Dade has not yet made Marcy claims in the Martin Luther King Jr. weekend shooting. The Martin Luther King Jr. weekend shooting. For real? Man, when y'all gonna get mad? They demonizing the boy for getting shot by the police. Now they just demonizing all black people. You see the niggers, they were shooting on Martin Luther King's weekend. They just
They don't even care about Martin Luther King weekend. Why should we?
through the police union expected it to be coming soon. The department also hasn't argued that the officers remain anonymous because of an open investigation into the shooting, which is being held by the Florida Department of Law Enforcement. The only response from the Dade, from the Miami Herald records request for the name of the officers asked the FDLE, a police department spokesman, said Wednesday that more detailed explanation is expected on Thursday. So right now what they're doing is they're scrubbing his social media. That's what they're doing right now. They don't give you the name right away because they scrub the social media so you can't look up and see all the anti-black racist posts and all the hate posts, anti-black racism that they was a part of, and then you can't see what kind of groups they was in to expose all of their friends that was on anti-black racism at the same time. That's what's happening.
Right. Fellow officers, no less.
Exactly. Despite the department's refusal, several law enforcement sources have confirmed that the officer was Luke Marcoli. Sources have confirmed that the Herald that the officer was Luke Marcoli, Marckioli, an experienced and decorated veteran sergeant. Experienced and decorated, huh?
No demonization for him, huh? We ain't gonna hear
Veteran
none of his file, huh? Any bad in his file, we ain't gonna hear about it.
You never hear about police misconduct. A member of the Department Homicide Vehicle Task Force, the night that the 15-year-old Vito Corleone Venisi Corleone. That's just it. I'm like, is that Michael Corleone? Yes, Corleone. Vito Corleone Venice was shot. That's a strange name. Vito Corleone, Venisee.
So that's it. That's the brother right there.
Yeah,
Venice Corleone.
that's his name. Vito Corleone Venisi. Just murked the Russian bot, one on each channel. Pow, 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 you busters. Yeah, that's him. I've never heard that name. It's pretty strange. Race soldiers need to report all their tattoos just like they report gang tattoos also. That's right. That's actually up to us to create a database and instead of people being out there on the scene talking about World Star taking intel.
Yeah, hello,
Intel. How about that? Can we start
hello,
that? Can we start that
McFlizzle,
trend? Intel. Or how about just say it in your head?
Intel.
No, look, no, just say it in your head. Or how about make it a game? How about yell Intel so everybody around can get some characteristics or something about the officer? Make it a group
Straight up,
sport.
and have them on, and that'll put them on. You gonna get the oh hey hold on the Intel. Did y'all hear Intel? Hold on, get that out there right.
Intel.
Stop
Man,
beating
can we start
cuz.
that challenge? Can we start the Intel challenge and
Can
not
we
the
start the
World Star
Intel
challenge?
challenge?
Pound pound Intel. Put that in the chat, please, y'all. Pound Intel. We
Hey,
need it.
pound B1 Intel.
B1 Intel. Thank you, my good man. Thank you. Um, it goes on to say because there's a lot of splaining. I would not get through the whole thing of this unless we read it for a whole freaking hour. And I hate to skip certain stuff because then you don't know what the jewels are and all of that. But it says not long after police said they ordered two cars to stop, both took off. The stolen Charger got away, but the Challenger came to a stop a few blocks away after going through a chain link fence and hitting a parked tree. Criminal, 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 property damage. He deserved whatever happened to him, property damage.
Yeah, property is always more important than a black life, even though this young brother is obviously non FBA.
B1 Intel. Two people got out the rain and got away. The third, Corleone Venici, was in the back seat and exited the two door through the driver's side before running, his attorney said. Miracoli gave chase and claims that he fired his weapon after seeing the gun in the teen's hand. Same old story. Police said that they
R.I.P.
recovered a black
Junebug.
Glock hand. Look, they recovered a black Glock handgun at the scene. At the scene, and a semi-automatic rifle was in the backseat of the Challenger. He didn't have no gun.
He didn't
He
have
left
no
the gun
gun.
in there and broke out. He
Yes,
didn't have a
that is
gun.
what happened. He
He
did
didn't have
not
a
have
gun.
a gun.
He left it like, man, I can leave that with the car. Boom, boom, boom. I'm out. What up, mom? It says principal said that the teen was shot in the neck from behind.
And then you're gonna put him in the neck?
Troy Walker, Florida Department of Law Enforcement special agents in charge of those who agency is investigating the shooting, said so far that there is no indication Corleone VC was shot in the back. Well, he got shot in the back of the neck. You just said that.
You just said that.
The teen attorney said that the client had some hope to recover moment, but said that the family intends to file a lawsuit over what it believes was an unjustified shooting. See, they don't like this one though, because Cuz survived to tell the tale though. Yeah, they tried to shoot him in the head.
Yeah,
You
they
damn
off
right.
top. Off top.
From a legal standpoint, a question if it was a reasonable traffic stop, Purcell's told the Herald last week an officer can only use deadly force when he is fear of bodily injury or death. I don't see see that the present when a teenager who is only 100 pounds is trying to run away from an officer. We don't think the shooting is justified. Well, of course not. The department had already argued otherwise. The spokesman saying that the police actions may have been may have saved lives.
What?
No, it wouldn't have. That was reckless shooting. If you shot him in the neck, that bullet could have easily went to somebody else. Shut up.
Easily. No, that's just more
Florida,
demonization because you're trying
yeah,
to say that there was guns in the car so that because they have guns that they were going to commit crimes. But when you see little PC people and they got guns in the car, they're
they're
not
just
going to
avid
commit no
hunters.
crime at all.
They're avid hunters. Florida law typically gives police
Matter of
officers.
fact, they're just expressing their Second Amendment right and they're just being PC.
Right. It said Florida law typically gives police officers broad latitude to open fire when they feel that their lives or the lives of others might be at risk. Tonight could have easily been tragic night for a law enforcement family, Dade County Police spokesman said. Nigga, just because y'all pulled them over and they had guns doesn't mean that they was gonna shoot you. Hello, McFlizzle.
McFlizzle.
Now, if y'all had all this same fucking suspicion and all this same caution when white boy Roy pulls your ass over and he blops your dumb ass, when
Or
you
hit
see
you with the
clearly,
hammer and then
when
drags
when
you.
you clearly see the AK on the front seat and you do the traffic stop and you pull him out his car and talk to him at the back of the car and let him run to the car and go get the chopper and chop you down. No cuffs. No, I need to put these cuffs on for my safety. None of that. And every time y'all dumbass get killed for that. And I don't feel bad. I don't feel bad about it.
I can't.
But now y'all finna make it seem like these dudes was the criminals of the century. Like they couldn't just been transporting their gun from this, that place and the other. Stop.
Like Cuz said, it was just snotting house.
Now I'm gonna read this real
that's
quick and we're
all.
gonna get out of here because it's all bullshit anyway. But it says Mercy's Law, established by a statewide voter referendum in 2018, has been controversial from the get-go. The law, part of the Crime Victims' Rights Amendment passed by the Florida legislature, was intended to protect victims of a crime from harassment by keeping confidential or privileged information, even victims' names, from being publicized. How's the officers victims at this point?
That's what I said. They act like the crime was perpetrated against the officers.
And look, hold on. What you say, Don P? What you call that? Gordons. Fish sticks. But it says, but was long before police agencies began claiming officers in police shootings also were protected from being identified publicly, essentially arguing that the officers also could become victims of retaliation. There you have it. They just told you. If you was ever wondering if the pull-up worked, if you was ever wondering if pull-up made sense, if you ever was wondering if why does it pull up? Why everything gotta never pull up on it? Because they're scared as shit of it. They just told you.
Yay.
So if y'all ever didn't think that our efforts and our movement isn't working, it is. It is. So you see, it's not the ballot box that they respect. I wasn't supposed to say that, I guess. I don't.
Yeah, but the only catch with that was that now they was able to finagle a law to make it where now you don't even know who it was.
But you know they said the name earlier in here, and guess what?
Yeah, but
Even if it
you
wasn't
know what it
Cubs,
is next. You know it's going to be a felony next to pull up.
That's coming. Well, they already
You see
trying to
that
say that
coming.
they're looking into making a felony to even put the information out here, like on our platform. So, matter of fact, we did this. We did the story about Google working with law enforcement.
B1 Intel, straight up.
Hey, B1 Intel, Z-Man, what's good, family? B1 Intel
B1
is what we talking about. You and everybody
hashtag
else need to know if you happen to be around when some shit happening, we need intel on them officers. Fuck all that World Star and all of that. We looking for tattoos. We looking for identifying marks. We looking for badge numbers, names. You know what I mean?
for sure.
Blah
And
blah
hashtag it
blah
with
blah
B1
blah.
Intel.
So it got a lot of explaining, but you know I usually go to the end because that's what they want to leave you with on the propaganda side. It says the name alone does not provide enough information to locate harass a victim's family. Hermic, the First Amendment Foundation. It does not prove enough information to locate or harm anyone. It's just a misapplication of status. So they're talking about giving away the name in the article and blah 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 blah. Tangela Sears, an anti-violence activist who lost a son to gun violence in 2015 and who went to Tallahassee to lobby for the passage of the Marcy Law almost 4 years ago, called shielding the name of the police officer under the martial law is a misuse of the statute. Sears said that she recently spent weeks with a mother of a child trying to get the officer's name. And this is her in the quotes. It says, yeah, I am more than a little frustrated by that, she said. We want to be able to get their information. This is not a threat to the community. I've been a big problem. I've had a big problem with that. And that's it. So basically, they leave it out with telling you it don't matter what you want, you ain't getting it. Find another way, which means it's up to us. It means it's up to us. It means it's up to everybody. I think I've been saying this more and more. We all got our lane in this shit, right? Our lane, obviously, information lane, right?
Right.
Entertainment lane, social lane, social engineering lane. You know what I'm saying? Working, right? Your lane might be gathering intel. You might be a sneaky mom. You might, hey, do y'all know they sell spy equipment? You know, that's just not like for TV shows and video games and shit, right?
Right.
You can go online and buy some of the dopest spy equipment, like the little glasses with the camera. You could secretly be, all friendly, wanting to meet the officers in your neighborhood. Talk to them, chop it up with your glasses on, record. Come on, what y'all do? Damn, do we got to tell y'all this shit on air?
Huh?
Damn.
That was a Patreon.
I mean, intel is intel. If I got to tell y'all I got to tell y'all how to do it, man. But it do need to be some sneak and creep and some peeps and some sneaks.
Hey, you know how to do,
I like
to do it. Hey, you know how to get into your girl phone.
Myself, I build the kites. That's right. Make sure you get up with us, because we want to make sure we have everything together for Saturday. I've been talking about co-host Wednesday.
Saturday.
I've been talking about that. I think that's a beautiful thing. But this article, what did we learn here today? I mean, for us on the B1 space, we already know that the sense of urgency when it comes to hurting the child, if the child has melanin, is slim to any. We know it's slow go Joe Piscopo. They said they won't be done deliberating with the whoop-de-woo it is till later this year. That's a whole year. They telling you in January it ain't gonna be till December, nigga. So chill out. What are we gonna do?
Pull-up season definitely works.
And all I'm saying is, if the intended target can't be pulled up on, there's proxies. You know how they do us?
Yeah.
You know how like one thing represents all niggas? Like it'd be just one thing, they add niggas just like that. Well,
one big ninja.
All I'm saying is there could be proxies. Look up what proxies is. Like TV. Look it up. Learn what a proxy is, man. All right, send me something today, family. Look, we ain't gonna hold you, but emoji fold you, scold you about being on code. Boy, y'all get, man, see, hey, the people, with the help of y'all, first of all, let me give some of this. Let me give some of this to the chat.
Straight up. Man.
First of all, y'all have taken the Keep It P podcast discussion to a level, to a different level. Not only do you have the cunning, stunning insight of Big Brother Light Bright Almighty Supreme, but then we got y'all chiming in with the jewels, dropping them.
Now,
so what that's good for, this is what I thought about. It's not only good for us as a community on here chopping it up, but it's also good for the people that come and get these views, right? For the people that watch this back and get this views and see our engagement and see how we talking and kicking it and chopping these points up. I'm proud of y'all, man. Y'all make me feel so good, man. I appreciate y'all. Thank you.
Hey, straight up.
Real talk. Y'all going hard, man. I'm damn near sad I didn't do it sooner. But it is what it is, baby. 2022, we up in here. You did?
Straight up, man.
4 words. Did I finish telling us what we learned today? Because there was a lot to unpack on that.
Nah, we just sprinkled on that. The pull-up season works. It said some other thing. No, we didn't.
We put the solution in the message. Yeah, that's what it's about. We can talk about the bullshit all day, you know what I'm saying? But it's like, what are we gonna do about it? And like y'all see people coming up after this, watching this broadcast. It's a community of people who probably think like you. Don't be scared. Be one out here, son. Black first.
Be one now.
And love. Hold on, let me get to it. Get up close and personal with you, boy. Love. One love. You see that? One love. Peace on the 2 side of the game. Blessings with both hands. I ain't even rubbing them. And aloha. You know what I'm saying? And guess, man, you looking real crispy right now.
I sure appreciate it.
Damn, you looking all 24 HD. Like you look like 8K right now, boy. You ain't finna go do no fake Asian crime, is you?
You mother sucker.
I gotta give me my email. Well, Tia, we can communicate on Patreon too, but you can email me, whatever it is. Y'all know y'all can call, right? I'm gonna send all y'all the goddamn number too. So whenever we contact, I'm gonna send y'all the number so y'all can have right here to the boop and we can be texting and shit like that on some G shit. That's what we need to be doing. Other than that, I love y'all guys.
Straight up.
To my unblind, unwatched viewers, that's coming up.
Straight up.
Love you too if you messing with this B1 Black Empower message. But I also got an important one for you. Please make anti-black racism a public health crisis. For real.
Music TV.
Everybody know you hid the money from that robbery before you went on today. I told you motherfucker ain't got your money yet, man. Fuck you, man. You ain't got the money yet. Fuck you think you is, man. Motherfucking Ron O'Neal or something. What you gonna do? I'm supposed to be scared now because you got a pistol, motherfucker.
I got it. Look, I don't play with this shit. You don't even know what I gave to this shit. Self-made with this shit. I slay with this shit. Been a lot of roads I done paved with this shit. Look, see, I don't play with this shit.
Kyrie with the give and go. I get it cheap for the low. More snow than the Eskimo big birdies. Taking flight, change your life in one night. By 2 a.m. if you do it right. Up late like nigga night. Small fish, big appetite. Get an extra 4 if you whip it right. Got good gas and it's light bright.
He been hula hooping through loopholes, working round shit. You can count lava down, but you can't count them out, baby. Life give me lemons, I make lemon rain die. He been hula hooping through loopholes. I gotta go, gotta hustle to get it. If you ain't talking business, little shawty, you trippin'.
Ray.
Hey Rihanna, hey girl, how you doing? I'm into you like Trump's in the Putin. I know that might sound a little confusing. I had to say it for my own amusement. What I'm trying to say is, can we go cruising? Top down, blow some good gas, and listen.
Russian cream, leaves, Keith, oil, premium bud. Man, I hustle in the street, but I'm a freak with love.